Security officials believe many in that mob were part of right-wing extremist groups.
And for that part of the story, we go to Brad Underwood. He is downtown at the federal courthouse where some of those people, if from our area, could end up. Brad?
Yes, Paula, that's the strong message from the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Ohio, David DeVillers, tweeting yesterday and again today that he is working with the FBI to find out if anyone from our area was involved in yesterday's events in Washington, D.C. Now, right now, it's unclear if anyone or any militias from Southwest Ohio were involved in rushing the Capitol building. As the mob storms the U.S. Capitol Wednesday, Dr. Mark Pitcavage tries to process what he sees.
Part of me was reacting emotionally, and the other part was reacting as a subject matter expert.
Pitcavage is a researcher with the Anti-Defamation League. He studies terrorism, right-wing extremism, and militias. In the crowd, he sees all of that standing alongside loyal supporters of the president.
Trumpist extremists, people who had fully absorbed the cult of personality of Trump, combined with a variety of people, from a variety of fringe groups and movements.
Like white supremacists, conspiracy theorists, and militias.
For the past 10 years, Ohio has consistently had a steady militia presence, and there are militia training grounds at different places around the state and a number of active militia groups.
Like the Sheepdogs. In 2019, 2 members were arrested for having explosive devices. Both pled guilty. And in 2020, the Ohio connection to the plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
It's hard to be so angry at the federal government if someone you like is at the head of the federal government. And so for the past several years, the militia movement have been sort of in search of other enemies to pay attention to.
Like Capitol Hill, 2 weeks before a change in leadership, Pitcavage says he's concerned militias will continue to recruit and plan future attacks.
The militia movement could easily try to mobilize around that fact of opposition and sort of revert back to their traditional hostility to and antagonism towards the federal government.
Now, in all the images and video that Pitcavage says he's been able to review, he didn't spot any flags, any T-shirts, any people, any groups from Ohio that he is familiar with. He did tell me he did spot some flags representing the state of Indiana, but he said at this point he hasn't had a chance to review all the video, which he hopes to do in the coming days. Reporting live downtown, Brad Underwood, Local 12 News. Paula?
Thank you, Brad. And U.S. Attorney DeVillers says that his office has identified at least 3 federal crimes that could be applied to those who entered the Capitol.